Guys, this is really cool. A local guy combining art and technology in a pretty unique way by combining age-old pottery techniques with 3D printing. From handmade colorful mugs to geometric vases, and now he's getting a lot of attention on social media, over 91,000 followers on the Instagram. This is cool. We just thought we needed to talk about this.
Yeah, he's a big deal, and he's joining us here in studio this morning. This is Kurt Hammerly of Hammerly Ceramics. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Megan. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've got quite a story.
I do.
Well, you didn't do pottery. You're a tech guy. You went to CU Boulder, but then you got into an accident. What happened?
Yep, I got a degree in architecture and started working for the school that I went to. And about 7 years ago, I was riding my bike to work, got hit by a car. I broke my neck, 7 ribs, ruptured my spleen, kidney, and liver, and had a collapsed lung. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital and 3 months in a traction halo, which is why I have the scars on my forehead. And sat on the couch healing for 3 months and needed something to get me out of the house, so I took a pottery class. Never intended on taking another one. Took another, and then eventually became an apprentice at the Boulder Potters Guild. Cool. And then became a member, and then bought a house with my wife and built a studio in the basement and kept growing the Instagram the whole time.
This is what happens when you take an architect and then teach him pottery, right?
Exactly.
Explain
exactly.
this.
Yeah.
So I start with a prototype that I design in the computer and then 3D print. From there, I turn that into a plaster mold for a process called slip casting. Fill that plaster mold with liquid clay called slip, and then it comes out like this, very fragile, as Kirk found out. And then once you fire it and glaze it, they come out like this.
Oh my gosh,
they shrink considerably, and then they're strong after they're fired.
So how long does it take to make this one mug, would you say?
It probably takes me about a month is my batch cycle, because I need to get up to a critical mass to fill the kiln. Hopefully that'll speed up, though, now that I'm doing this full time.
I'm holding it with multiple fingers. And this is cool because obviously you've got the mugs, but you couldn't easily make something like this by hand. I mean, using the scientific software on the computer to really design geometric shapes lets you do this, right?
Using the process that I'm using, I can make forms that would be very hard to make by hand because of their geometric perfection and other things.
Well, yeah, I mean, even these mugs, like the perfection of the angles and such, that would be hard to do on your own.
It definitely came from the architecture education.
This is what's catching my eye over here.
So this is not 3D printed,
So
right?
it's not.
No?
I do more traditional hand-throwing methods like other potters as well,
on that.
and try to put my own little twist on that.
Well, yeah, this is cool. And you were saying this was one of the ones that got a lot of traction on social media. You did the bark texture.
Yeah, the bark texture is what really got me started on Instagram. Doing videos of that really helped me grow.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'm a geek. I'm not a pottery person, but the fact that you use the 3D printing to make this, and I notice how smooth this is compared to the texture of a 3D printed. Do you have to smooth this out after the fact?
So the nice thing is that I don't have to smooth them out very much. You can see some of the same texture in there, but for the most part, my glazes go on so thick that it covers up most of that texture myself.
Well, we're running out of time. How can people purchase your
work? You can find me, go to hammerlyceramics.com if you want to go online. I will be at a local show for the Boulder Potters Guild at the Boulder County Fairgrounds, November 8th through 11th. Cool. And you can find me in person there.
And then your work's on Instagram right now.
And go to the Instagram links to my website. Go to hammerlyceramics.com. That's one-stop shop for everything.
I am so sorry about Kirk.
No, this is fine.
So we're just gonna
give him some money.
give him a tip.
I appreciate it.
Your money had your wallet had no money in it, so.
Well, yeah, you'll be there someday when you have 3 kids. There's never any money in my wallet. Thank you, Kurt. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
It sounds like Instagram is the best place to catch up.
Instagram's great.
He made a few bucks on the segment.
I love that.
Unintentionally selling his work.
A few. Let's be real. I gotta buy diapers. I gave him $1, Megan.
I didn't know I wasn't fired. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, let's get over to Sam. Traffic situation's broken as well.
Wait, Greg.